What's up, Dee'Tox and Tribe?
Hey y'all.
Got my boo with me tonight because we're going to talk about some real shit. Y'all know how we do. We get real. So we'll give y'all a little time to hop on. We got our Thursday night drinks and we're going to vibe. So we'll give y'all time to hop on. As y'all hop on, please tell us hi. Say what's up. Something. We want to see you. We want to know you. We want to vibe with you. So let's do this. Because we're going to talk about some real shit tonight. Some real good, deep, juicy shit that I know a lot of y'all probably definitely want to hear. So I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes. We're going to vibe to the music. And like I said, drop a comment. Tell me hi. Let me know you're here. Let me put my incense out. I'm burning some Palo Santo, by the way. And just bringing in these good vibes and exiting out anything that's negative. You know, we vibe. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in.
Hey Chris. Sunny says, hey ladies. Hey Sunny.
What's up, Sonny? What's going down? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. We're going to talk about some real shit. Get y'all ready. I don't know if y'all can hear music. I don't like to have my music too fucking high because I like to hear what I'm saying. But some people be like, pump it up, pump it up. I'm like, if I pump it up, you can't hear me. So I hope y'all can hear somewhat of the vibe in the background. But we need to talk about some shit tonight. We need to talk about some shit that a lot of y'all know you probably dealing with and you want to know about. And so let's go ahead and get started. What are they saying on there?
Heather says, hey y'all. Crystal says, hey coach.
Hey Crystal.
Y'all.
Hey Heather. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know how we do. We got my beautiful queen with me tonight. So first off, let me welcome all the new members to the tribe, to the Vibe Tribe. We a whole elevated mood up in here. Y'all know how we do. I'm Coach D. I'm actually the founder of this group. I am the founder and CEO of Dee'Tox Life Coaching Services. For many of y'all who do not know, I am a certified spiritual mindset coach, life coach, positive mindset coach, whatever you want to deem me. You know, I'm going to help you heal into happiness and really understand how to turn your pain into peace. And for some of y'all who may not know, I do offer a complimentary call. A free 30-minute call for anybody that's interested in taking their lives to the next level. So I just wanted to put that out there because sometimes people are like, oh yeah, I didn't know there was a call. Yeah, there's a call. So in the event you don't see it, you can always set up a call with me, or you can book directly through my site a coaching session if you need 30 minutes, if you need an hour. Just go to my site, deetoxlifecoaching.com, book a session, and we good. But anyway, thank y'all for being a part of the tribe. Everybody, the new members, the existing members, we just keep growing by the day. I'm so grateful for this space of positivity, of empowerment, of self-love, and most of all, of inner healing, because I think it's so important for us to understand ourselves. And this is my lovely wife. Many of y'all know me, been following me, connected with me personally, or some type of way, have been coached by me, something. This is my beautiful wife, HALL-COLEMAN. She is the CEO and founder of our other company, Girlfriend's Budget.
Yes.
You want to tell them what Girlfriend's Budget is about?
Yeah, Girlfriend's Budget. You know, at Girlfriend's Budget, we believe in leveling up our coins so we can level up our lives. That's what we believe in. And we talk about all things money. That means budgeting, debt reduction, credit increases, how to just like live within your means. But then we also talk about fun stuff too. You know, we talk about recipes and fashion and just how to live your best life on a budget. So if you are down with that, you can come join the GFB squad.
Yeah.
I'll put the link later.
You can put the group in there. We'll put the group in the comments for anybody that's interested in leveling up their money mindset, clearing those blockages about money. You know, go join Girlfriend's Budget, because I'm actually the mindset coach of Girlfriend's Budget, and it's amazing. And our ladies that are working with us, they are seeing so much increase in their lives. And I'm not talking about just their money. Their coins are going up, but like they're attracting love and opportunities. Their businesses are thriving because they're taking care of themselves. It's really, really important to do that. So
that's the beautiful thing about coming into the GFB Lolo program, is you get to work with both of us at the same time.
Both of us, bam, bam.
It's a twofer.
It's a money and a mindset thing. And y'all know, a lot of y'all been following us. We're leveling up. We've been featured in many different things, but we do this shit because we love what we do. We absolutely fucking love what we do. Like, every day, y'all, we are working on ourselves so that we can be better, to help other people work on themselves and be better. That's real talk, man. Two powerful fucking black women, lesbian women, authentically and unapologetically living our lives to just show y'all that you can live a life happily and at peace too. We all fucking can. So what are y'all saying? Because I know y'all know I'll start going to town.
Chris says the call is amazing and very uplifting. Grateful for you, Coach.
Yes, you said yes to you. I'm so happy for you.
Stephanie says, hey y'all. Hey Stephanie.
Hey Stephanie.
Hey Linda. She says, hey.
Hey Linda, how you doing? Hey Rochelle.
Rochelle.
So y'all, we gonna get down to some real shit. You know, people ask us questions all the time. L&D, like, what's the secret? What's the sauce? You know, what are y'all what's making y'all really grow and work? You know, I feel the love, I feel the authenticity, I feel the realness. And we talk about the realness. Y'all see me when I put shit out, I say, listen, we go through shit. Shit, we have shit that we go through, right, babe? But it's just one of those things where we've decided for ourselves, our individual selves, that, hey, I'm gonna work on my shit. And babe's, she's gonna work on her shit. And as we work on our shit, our traumas, our baggage, whatever it is that keeps us limited, the relationship just keeps getting better. You know, the secret is, of course, loving yourself deeply enough to want to be better, you know. But communication, a lot of people, we're gonna dive into that because we get so many answers about that. And that is the biggest secret in the relationship too, is if you learn your partner, if y'all can learn to understand each other and are willing to grow together and are willing to put in the work, put in the effort, no matter the bad days, no matter what days come up, it will work. But you can't do this shit by yourself. You gotta learn how to talk.
Yes, if you're in a relationship. But if you're seeking a relationship and you just, maybe communication was a issue in your prior relationship, then now's the time to really start working on you before you enter into the next relationship. Because as you are working on yourself, your hope is that the person that you're meant to be with, your life partner, is also working on themselves. So that way when you all come together, yes, it's still gonna be work, but you both won't be dealing with the baggage and the bullshit that you're coming with from previous relationships, because you're working on yourself. Yeah, previous relationships, past pain, all that shit. You know, it's really, really important. So I'm gonna give y'all 3. It's so many different. We could go on and on about this, but I'm gonna give y'all 3 like power felt and just ways to really help y'all really look at things differently, right? So the first thing that we found is that acknowledgement, goddammit. We've been through therapy. We will talk about that in a minute. But acknowledgement, being able to acknowledge your partner's feelings, being able to understand your own shit and acknowledge and be open to saying, hey, okay, I did this. I'ma own my shit. But also fucking acknowledging what your partner is feeling. I think that's so important. Oftentimes, what do you think, babe? Why do you think it's hard for a lot of people to acknowledge? I think it's because people don't want to maybe admit fault or say that they did something wrong, because if they acknowledge the other person's feelings, then it's like almost admitting fault. Or, you know, if they, what was the other example you used? You said owning. Yeah, owning it. Yeah, not necessarily wanting to own, you know, like that maybe you hurt someone's feelings, or maybe in a way you said something or did something, even though it may not have been your intent, you could have hurt your partner in a way, obviously, if they're feeling some type of way, you know what I mean? So I think it's totally okay and shows humility when you're able to own your shit, acknowledge your partner's feelings, even if that wasn't your intent. There's times where we've had disagreements and, you know, babe will tell me, oh, the way you said that or how you did that, that hurt my feelings. And initially, you know, it was difficult for me to be like, you know, I'm sorry, you know, like, that wasn't my intent. Like, the initial reaction or the initial response is, no, I didn't, you know, because...
But that's ego. That's how you feeling.
Yeah.
Instead of looking at what your partner is dealing with at the time. Yeah.
And so even though that, again, that may not have been your intent, if that's how your partner is feeling, just to soothe that feeling, just let them know that you hear them. And, you know, that wasn't your intention. I wasn't trying to hurt you. Because the last thing you want to do is hurt the person you love, right? When you're fighting or ego and, you know, anger's flying around, then we don't realize how hurtful we are to the person that we say that we love. Would we say some of these same things to our boss, you know, maybe some of our friends, our parents or siblings? Would we say some of the things that we say to them that we say to our life partner or the person that we're dating or sleeping in bed with, sleeping with, you know? So you got to think about that and think about, like, this person is a person and this is the person that I say I love. So I got to be very delicate with this person's feelings.
That's right. That's right. Very well stated. We've been working through this shit too. We've gotten so much better at it, but you know, when you're healing, y'all, and you're dealing with broken parts of you where you don't know how to communicate, you don't really positively know what that looks like, this is where the work comes in, right? This is where the effort and the understanding and the trying comes in at. You got to be willing to do something different. And, you know, like my wife said, sometimes it's like, it's not what she said, it's how she said it. And you got to sometimes be fragile because we're all different, dealing with different triggers. But you have to be willing to own your shit, apologize for it, and get better. You know, that's it. Apologize for it, own it, and acknowledge that, okay, you're feeling that way. It doesn't take away from what you're feeling, like my wife said, but acknowledgement goes a long fucking way because if you think about it, think about our fucked up childhoods that we went through. A lot of us didn't get that. We didn't get acknowledgement. We didn't get a validation. We didn't get a lot of that shit. So if we don't know it, we got to be willing to do something different to heal it.
Yeah, if you think about it, how many times did your parents apologize to you? Now, some of you all may have had parents that were like that, you know, emotionally mature, you know, and like able to apologize for their wrongdoings. But a lot of us, our parents were not necessarily like that. Even if they were in the wrong, they weren't going to apologize, you know, not to their children. You know, they're the parent. They're supposed to always be right. So when you think about that, that's a learned behavior. Yeah. That you didn't learn to acknowledge your wrongdoings or just acknowledge another person's feelings when you made them feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So
what are y'all saying? We wrapping up here. What are y'all saying?
Frey says, "Hey y'all, hey Frey."
Hey Frey.
Heather says, "Right, then they're wrong about the acknowledgement." Lacey says, "Ooh, looks like I joined just in time." You sure did, Lacey. Kimyana said, "Yes, queens, yes, Kimyana."
Hey Kimyana.
Hey Lee.
And Lacey, yes, right in time.
Heather says, "Nope, my parents were not." Yeah, a lot of us were not
taught like we were taught like you know, dysfunctional ass communication. You know, the brokenness, the yelling, the screaming, the defensiveness, which is segueing me into the next fucking tip that I want to talk about. You know, it's real. You know what we do too. You have to stop the defensiveness. Think about why you get defensive. What's happening to you is you're triggered, number one. And your broken self, your younger self is wanting to go into a safe space. So you get defensive because it's a coping mechanism. It's something you do to cope that it feels like it brings you to safety, to automatically put this guard up. And you know, it's really hard to connect and heal when you have a guard up. The best way to do is, and that's why it's important to acknowledge and own your shit, acknowledge your partner so that you won't be as defensive or won't be defensive at all. Because I'm going to tell you, there's some shit that I've learned, we both have learned in our relationship. just here on this last fucking full moon, I learned a really valuable lesson about defensiveness. And it was just another, because it was a trigger that needed to be healed. And I think what happened, my wife said something to me, and I was already feeling like I needed to purge some shit. I was having another breakthrough about feeling like I was the oldest and I'm always helping everybody, and I just needed to start saying I can't do certain things, putting myself first even more in certain areas. You know, those areas, because I was raised as the oldest child. I took care of my siblings, my younger cousin. Everybody relied on me, right? So asking for help and stuff like that has been something I've been healing through. So I think it was in that realm. My wife said something, I immediately became triggered. And then she was like, babe, what's going on? And I had to stop in that moment to say, you know what, I'm triggered. What's going on with me? And then I just broke down and I said, you know, I just feel like I am always catering to other people's emotions. And sometimes I just want to just tell you how I feel without it, and just have you be there for me. And she was like, do that. But see, hadn't I acknowledged that and let down my guard to say, I don't want to be defensive about this, because it took me back to a childhood moment where I felt like, here it goes again, not realizing it's not the same environment, it's not the same time space, but that trigger took me back. Y'all feel what I'm saying here? Like, this is some deep shit. All this shit, how we speak to each other, is rooted. It's rooted. It's learned behaviors from how we were brought up. And until you start pulling up those roots, nothing's gonna change. So I hope we are really dropping y'all some gems. Take this shit in, because this shit is real.
So, like, in addition to that, you know, with the defensiveness, it also comes, I feel like it's twofold, you know, like how you were saying, like, the triggers within you were making you feel defensive. Same, you know, triggers within me making me feel defensive. So, like you were saying, it's important to first identify, right? Identify what the trigger is, because sometimes you don't even fucking know where that trigger is coming from. But that trigger is good because that's the universe showing you this is a trigger for you. Pay attention. Pay attention, because you that's not what you want. You don't want to be triggered so easily, because then you're giving your power away.
Triggers are unhealed parts of us that we need to work on. So
that's part one. Then the other part of it is, when someone comes at you, your best bet for the sake of you, is to not take shit personally, because you don't know what that person is gone through, how they woke up that morning, what they went through last night, you know, any news that they've gotten or anything that happened with them recently. You have no clue. So sometimes people react and lash out or project things when it has really nothing to do with you, you know? But we think, oh, that she coming at me like what? Or he coming at me like, huh?
You taking it personal, and you getting defensive. You're taking it personal already, and that's another one. Is that you basically have to realize the time space. Is this a good time to talk? Because sometimes it ain't a good time to talk. And listen, you can't, I don't know who need to hear this, but you can't force nobody to talk to you in the moment that you want them to talk to you when they're not in a good space. That's unhealthy, and that's toxic as fuck.
It's totally unfair.
And that's something my wife and I have learned, and we've picked up and just been implementing in our marriage, in our relationship, because you need that time to figure out, even if it's a little bit. It don't gotta be no all day or days later, but sometimes in that moment, let me woo-saw and come down, because I don't want to fucking pop off on your ass. Like,
let me get myself together.
Let me get myself together, because this ain't right. We gonna keep going down that same passionate, unhealthy ass road, and we don't need to do that. So y'all, please just learn to, like, take a fucking break if you need to.
Even if that means before you restart the conversation, asking each other, are you in a good space to talk now? You know, like, and genuinely ask, like, are you in a good space to talk now? Because the goal is not to take it from 0 to 100. That's not the goal. because you're not going to accomplish shit.
Not shit.
Trust and believe. When you start arguing and yelling and cussing and doing all the extra,
that's more energy.
You have completely moved away from the solution.
You have. You have, man. And that's why healing is so important, y'all. You know, a lot of y'all, like, listen, y'all saw me, I said it earlier when I put my workout video in the group. You got to be willing to communicate effectively and fully commit to yourself before you can commit to anybody else. You got to understand your fucking self. And a lot of y'all understand you may be with partners and you're going through some toxic shit. Are we a trauma bond, or can we get out of this? It has to be one of those things where you're like, hey, I got to do what's best for me. The biggest solution is me loving me. Are you willing to love you too? If you're just in victim mode and you feel like you want to blame everybody for everything, no, until you get you together, nothing you want is going to come to you. Until you stop criticizing and blaming everybody on the outside, nothing you want is going to come to you. I'm sorry, there's no other way. And y'all know me, I'm not going to be fake about this shit. If you want love and if you want to love, you know, and have this certain type of love in your life, you got to be willing to give that shit to yourself first. You got to be willing to understand your own pain if you want to have peace.
It's not always your partner.
It's not.
It's not always the partner. But you know, it could also be, you know.
Yeah.
But the first person you need to look at is you.
That's what we trying to basically say.
Yeah.
And there's times now, babe and I have gotten so good at it, we just be like, you know, do you need to check yourself? Have you meditated today? And then we can be real with ourselves. You know what? Did I? I don't think I did. Because we always know when each other is in a certain space. We've gotten to that point.
And that's the beautiful thing, too, when you tune into yourself and make it a daily practice to really tune into your higher self. Mm-hmm. You yourself will know when you're off. Mm-hmm. You will know when your energy is a little off or when you're heavy or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you can be communicative with your partner.
Yep. So our last segue, I'm going to segue. Are y'all saying anything on there?
Let's see. Oops.
Did you close out?
Let's see. They're saying very draining. Rochelle says, y'all talking some good shit. Chrissy says, yes.
More lives, please.
More lives like these, please. Frank said, I like this topic. Heather says, woo child, I need to hear all of this. Yes, so much energy. Very draining. Heather says, the solution can then become a bigger problem then. So...
Hey ladies, hey Tasha, how you doing?
I was trying to comprehend what that meant. The solution can then become a bigger problem then.
Yeah, let us know what you mean by that, Heather.
Yeah.
And the one of the biggest solutions that I feel like will help not only you, but all you that are in relationships or date or single right now and seeking to date and have a certain life partner or soulmate, therapy. Life coaching is going to change your life. My wife and I, people ask us our secrets. I'm giving you the secrets. Many years we went to therapy. We did.
And different therapists from time to time when we needed to.
We did individual. We did couples. But we did what we had to do to help really level up the relationship and help us with those broken parts that we were struggling with. You know, communication was a big thing for us because we're both Scorpios, number one. We're
alpha
both
females.
Very, very strong-minded, alpha females. And then we come from two different backgrounds, and ways of thinking sometimes. Now, we think a lot on a lot of levels, but emotionally, it was different, you know? So we had to get help. We needed guidance. Let me tell y'all, let me put this out there right quick. Let me go ahead and put that out there. All y'all that's talking to cousin Juju them all the fucking time and your friends and telling everybody else your fucking business. Stop that. Stop getting everybody fucking involved in your relationship and go talk to a professional expert that's going to help you. Hell, come to me. I offer couples therapy and individual therapy. If not me, find somebody that you connect with. But y'all need to get the help you need. And I ain't talking about just talking to people on the outside. Because sometimes you can talk to these friends and talk to these people and they stay in fucked up situations. They can't give you sound advice that's going to push your relationship or you forward all the time. You know, there's nothing wrong with having people to confide in.
Yeah.
But at some point on certain levels, you gotta be able to go and do what you gotta do for you without people that know you and that got all these opinions.
Because here's what happens when you go talking to Juju and all them. They start forming opinions, and when you and your boo make back up and are on good terms, guess what happened? Juju still don't like your boo.
They judgmental. They critical. They say they putting all their energy on it, even if y'all trying to move on.
Yes, because they remember the past things. Well, I don't like that this person because of X, Y, and Z and da 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 da. They don't forgive as easily as you do. So that's why it's best to go to a third-party professional who's neutral, you know, and is trained in these topics and have helped other couples get over these humps. It's necessary. Just like Babe said, we went ourselves. We needed to, because it was like, it came to a point where it was like, do we love each other? Yes. Do we both have some issues we need to deal with? Yes.
Are we willing to put in the work?
Yes.
Yes.
And is what we've been doing
has it been working?
No.
And we really did put in the effort, and we still do every day. This thing that we do is for ourselves. We made each other a promise, and when we were at that fucking on the beach getting married, we said to each other, you know, hey, we're gonna do what we gotta do to always, you know, help each other be better, for worse, of course, but like through all of it, for better, for worse. That means, hey, when I'm in my broken parts and you're in your broken parts, are you willing to be there for me? Am I willing to be there for myself? Are you willing to be there for yourself? Am I willing to be there for you? Like, it's really about commitment. And the first person you have to commit to is you. You. It's not gonna work if you don't do something different for yourself. A lot of y'all want love. Y'all see us, we've been together almost 9 years. We're coming up on our 4th wedding anniversary in December. This has been work. You see it. A lot of y'all been following us, been knowing me since high school, college. I have a lot of people who follow me who tell me all the time, damn, Coach D now. It went from D to Coach D. Look at you and like really leveling up. I got people from high school that work with me now. You know, I never thought that shit would happen. But you never know who you're helping just by changing your life authentically and organically. I ain't doing this for nobody else. I'm doing this shit for me, and it's clearly showing.
Being the best version of yourself as possible. So when you think about some of the behavior that you have, whether it's gossiping or talking about folks, or, you know, being snooty or sarcastic, or whatever those behaviors are, whether in your relationship or just individually, like, is this my best self? You know, because all of those traits are going to show up in a relationship, and they might just reflect back on you from your mate, because what the universe does is it shows you a mirror, a reflection of exactly who you are.
That's it. And a lot of y'all mad right now. You get mad, you blame everybody, will be mad at you. And that's how, I mean, even we do this shit to ourselves. If something shows up as a mirror of broken, even if it's in a good way, things show up in good ways. That shows that, hey, we're happy. But if some part of us show up that we don't like in somebody else, I immediately go, I gotta fix something. Something needs to be healed with me. Cause that'll let your ass know. A lot of y'all got them reflections coming to y'all like a motherfucker, and you just still just blaming everybody else. And until you stop blaming everybody else and start looking at you, there ain't gonna be a lot of change. So if you want the soulmate of your life, if you want to experience love with a life partner that you can grow with in this life and feel good with no matter what happens, then be your own soulmate first. Do I need to say that louder for those in the back? Be your own soulmate first. I'm my soulmate. This is my soulmate. This is my life partner. And you know why? Because we are working on ourselves each and every day. We've had moments where we sit there and we like, even being entrepreneurs, building our businesses, y'all. The struggles and successes of entrepreneurs. We got something for y'all later. Just be ready for it. But we are there with each other, and we are able to say, you know what, even on the tough days, God damn it, we got through that. We're expanding our businesses right now. We're building a team. We're building something great here. And sometimes it's difficult as fuck. And my baby may have a meltdown. She may need to cry, or I may say, fuck, like this just, woo, I'm just feeling some type of way. Guess what we do? We get with each other and we dance. We cry if we need to. I'm like, baby, you stepping on my foot, but I'm wiping them tears away. You know, I'm like, shit, we gonna get through it. You know why? Because we're still working on ourselves every day. And you know, the universe, God will bring you somebody that's gonna be there for you too. You just gotta be there for yourself first. And I don't know who needs this, but if you're ready to go deep and dive with Coach D and ready to change your life, make that call. Set up that motherfucking call. Because shit gets real.
Or schedule your appointment. You can schedule it right
you
from the website.
You can schedule it right on the website.
You can go schedule it right now.
I'm just here to help y'all.
Yes.
I'm just here to help y'all manifest what it is you truly want to manifest. And I ain't going to sugarcoat this shit. I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. And tell you what it is that you really need to do for you. Because at the end of the day, you're not responsible for the shit that happens to you when you were younger, your trauma years. But you are responsible for your healing and what you create for your life right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What RuPaul said, if you can't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love anybody else? Or something like that. Something along those lines. Okay, Heather says, all that arguing, if the other party isn't willing to receive the information, then you are getting out of the solution and back into the problem. Exactly.
Thank you for
that.
And
the goal is to be solution oriented as a couple. You know, if you see that there's a recurring conversation that's happening, if you see that there's a recurring disagreement that's happening, then that's a problem. So that needs to be identified at that time. And then what's the solution for it?
What's the
Not with defenses, not with attitudes or sarcasm or all the extras. This is a problem. Let's identify it and let's create a solution for it. That's it.
That's it.
Rochelle said, they can't help you. Juju and them, they can't help you. Tasha says, yes, make the effort to make it work. Rochelle, they looking at you sideways, LOL. Tasha says, fuck Juju. Yes.
Juju them messy. Leave Juju them alone.
Yes. Brittany says, I needed this tonight. You're welcome, Brittany. Lorraine says, you better speak. Frey, best version of yourself. So true. Heather, I truly needed this too. Thank you, ladies, so much. Rochelle, you said that, Elle. You know I got to speak the truth, Rochelle.
Yeah, I know how
I just got to speak the truth. Tasha says, well. Isabel says, sorry I'm late. Was taking a test for a job. Good luck,
It's
Isabel.
okay. Sending you good juju, Isabel, on that job.
Lakeisha,
You got it. You got it.
Lakeisha says, this is so true. Frey says, 100. Crystal, okay. Isabel, speak. Lorraine, speak on it. Heather, we heard you, coach. Yes, I love it. Lorraine says, work on yourself every day. Isabel said, literally just gave some advice to 2 people this week. I got goosebumps. Crystal says, yes. LaShonda says, love you guys. I'm so grateful that you all are loving this topic and that, you know, you got something from it. So if you can, drop a note, drop a comment, and let us know what exactly you learned from this. What part of this hit you most, resonated with you most?
And I'll drop my links in there if y'all want to, you know, book a call and just, man, listen. I'm just really wanting y'all to really see that there is so much peace on the other side of pain. You just have to be willing to put yourself first. Go head into it. Face that shit, man. I ain't got time to be scared no more. I ain't got time to be holding on to this past life. I'm ready to heal this shit. Do I need to put... I'm ready to heal that shit. You know, I am not playing no games. When you heal that shit, when you step up and say, I'm about to face you, shit gets real. And your life changes. I'm a living down witness to it, man. I'm happy these days. I went through pain. I went through depression. I went through anxiety. I went through the suicidal attempt and feeling like, what the fuck am I here for? But when I changed my perspective and I started healing and I started taking care of me, look at where I'm at. You couldn't have told me then that I was going to have a following that's I'm elevating and I'm helping be better because I'm being better. You couldn't have told me this shit years ago. I got this woman and I'm keeping this woman for a reason. So you better listen to me.
Tasha says, y'all just need to adopt me and let me be y'all. Y'all. Woo child. So silly. Heather says, y'all don't wait. It will be the best thing you ever did. Yes, booking the call for sure.
Yes.
Keeping it trill, Rochelle said. You know it.
Rochelle already know.
H-Town, you're keeping it trill. Frey is laughing. Tasha says, in my Aaliyah voice.
We need a resolution.
I love it.
Throwback.
Yes, Isabel. At the same time, sometimes people take needing to have hard conversations as being argumentative when it's not intended to be. No, difficult conversations are necessary.
Man, we normalizing them hoes. We normalizing talking about some real shit. Like, don't come around me with no surface shit.
Yes.
Like, if you want to, I'm gonna get deep with you. Now, some people I know I just ain't gonna go there with, but that's okay. But if you trying to get deep, you better be ready to get deep with me. I have some people looking like this because they like, oh shit, I didn't know you was about to do that to me. Open you up like that. I sure will in a minute.
Isabel says we need to be willing to receive what's actually being said. Yes. Sometimes we hear but don't listen. Listening is much different than hearing, right?
Frey, come back to Iceland when COVID-19.
Oh yes, Frey. Hey girl, hey. Frey, yes. Frey is in the GFB squad, and she told me she was from Iceland, and I told her that we were.
Oh, we were in Iceland. Hey, Frey, we had a good time at the Blue Lagoon.
We was there.
Oh my God,
but short time because Iceland is expensive as fuck. Frey.
We were there on baby's birthday.
We were, and it was beautiful.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Hi, Frey. We are definitely coming back to Iceland. Do not worry.
Yes, we are. We are. Chris said, took some great notes. We are listening in. T says, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing, T. Crystal says what she learned was to be your own soulmate first. Frey says everything is a hit. Lorraine says she learned be willing to put yourself first, please. Isabel says be your own soulmate first. New t-shirt. T says yes, peace on the other side of pain.
God damn it, Isabel, you're right. Every time Isabel say that, I get a new thank you. There we go.
Frey says, you guys are awesome. I love y'all. Yes, and we will definitely be back in Iceland for sure. Lorraine says, hard conversations is good. You're putting everything out on the table. Yes, and that's how you move forward. Staying in that comfort zone because you're like, I don't know. I don't want to say that. No, that's going to cause resentment. That's going to have you feeling all type of ways up inside you because you're not being expressive. You're not letting your partner know. Like, this is what's going on. And over time, over the years, it's going to turn into something deeper and heavier, and it's not good. So release that shit. Put it out there.
We're giving y'all the gems. Like, you know, we're here. We're seeing growth. We're making it work. You know, we're loving each other, and it's just leveling up organically because we're doing the work, you know, and this could happen for anybody. And if you feel like you have connected with someone that you feel like they could be the one, then why don't y'all both just put the effort in? Just put effort in and see what happens. You'll either see you start to elevate and distance yourself from that and attach to somebody for you, or if you both put in the effort, you'll see that y'all will continue to elevate together. You know, but at least try. Do it for you. Do it for you. You gotta be willing. And if you're with somebody right now that's absolutely not willing to try, then you need to rethink about something. You need to reevaluate.
And that comes to what? Putting who first?
You. Yeah. Putting who first? You.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't be afraid to do that shit, man. You've been through too much. It's time to live.
Heather says we talk about it all up in here. Rochelle says, okay, coach, we'll bust it wide open. Go deep, real deep. Frank says, LOL, I think I saw y'all in Pre-Kid Club?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that somewhere in Iceland?
Probably. I don't know.
We were right at the Blue Lagoon the whole day.
Isabel says, I'm good for something, LOL.
Yeah, you're good. You're good, Isabel. Be proud of that.
Lorraine says, I can respect hard conversations. Yes.
We love them.
Crystal, merch. Let's market it and print it up. Yes. Share the Dee'Tox
I got merch. And if y'all go to my website, I have all kinds of saying, but I will definitely add that. Be your own.
Take some photos in it and post it up in the Dee'Tox and Tribe. Lorraine says, be willing to do the work together. Rochelle says, I got my bag catching all the gems like a little leprechaun.
You lucky tonight. Well, I hope you all have truly enjoyed like the deep dive tonight. I wanted to surprise y'all and bring my wife on. It's been a while since she's been on. You know, she be busy and stuff. Like, I'm like, baby, you got some time for me in the detoxing tribe?
I'm building an empire.
She really is. We are. We be like busy as fuck, but productive. I should say productive. We do things intuitively, which has been changing the game for us. We're building our businesses and our lives off of our intuition, and it's just amazing. And how do you do that? You take care of yourself. You love yourself every day. You practice being better. You reprogram your subconscious. You invest in the things that are going to make you better. Invest. If you need that personal trainer, get it. If you need that business coach, get it. If you need to go back to school, fill out that application. Stop being afraid. If you need to hire a therapist or life coach, do it.
If you need to get your finances together and hire a money coach,
Let me tell y'all something. We study the wealthy because in our minds we are very wealthy. The wealthy people, they have all these things on their payroll. They have, of course, chefs and all that, but they have personal assistants. They have therapists and life coaches. Oprah has trainers. 2 life coaches. Yeah. I said, Oprah, can I be your life coach one day? But because they believe in keeping their minds right, it levels them up. Even us, we have mentors and therapists that we got on speed dial because we know everything that we need when we need it. We tap into that shit because we know it's gonna do what? Elevate our lives, elevate our happiness, elevate our money. Do you understand me? Money. It changes the game when you invest in you. When you invest in you, you can start talking that shit out, releasing that shit, learning better ways to navigate this life with emotional tools and strategies. And it's a whole damn vibe when you take care of you and love on yourself. All right. So
Isabel says, "Scare money don't make no money," right, Elle? That's right. That's right. Take care, y'all. Everybody's saying thank y'all.
Oh,
Crystal, we are in Texas. We are in Dallas, actually.
Oh, yeah, we in Dallas, Texas.
Yes. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful for you all and for the Detoxing Tribe and my baby. And
we are.
It's a whole vibe. So thank y'all for having me on, and maybe I'll be on another time.
Yep, she will. She'll be on another time. So y'all have a good night, and remember, self-love is a dope-ass vibe. Do what's best for you, man. Work on you, and that communication and everything will get better. It takes 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know how many people in y'all relationship, but all I'm gonna say is it takes everybody or each person putting in the effort to make it work, to truly make it work. And it's not about being forceful or being unkind or being impatient. It's about loving yourself, being kind to yourself, being fragile with yourself and each other, and being patient. As long as you know, hey, did I talk to you kindly today, babe, even though I wasn't in a good space? Things like that changes everything. All right? So check yourself. All right? Until next time, signing off, your girl, Coach D, my beautiful wife, Elle. Y'all have a good night. Mwah.